Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball on the show. Next. Sean Bull gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard, he's digging for second. And this throw gets away from him.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Nick Castellanos now as he rips it on the ground to second. But that finds its way through for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The second baseman.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
To the plate now, J.C. Embry, as he'll take a look at ball one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Castellanos leads off second with nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
3-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Gregory is there, 1 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
The next Cub up, Ryan Buckner, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Has a look, now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And, oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
1 out and a runner on third. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase.
It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
He's set. Now the pitch.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Chet Steadman gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Stepping into the box, Charles Bergman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Bergman.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
2-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here now the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, J.J. Dean. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
All one, no strike.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Armando Dominguez.
Up next from Miami, Armando Dominguez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. It's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail things here 2-0. Set to get his day started, Sito Suzuki, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch, and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
And now they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. Still without a home run and 8 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
Standing in now, Jimmy Grimes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Their count now at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Zobrist is on his way home. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the 2nd inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
So now to the plate, Chet Steadman. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
The 2-2. Line softly to the right side, but foul. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Corner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He doubled to open up the ball game. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short. Owings has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 3-0 Chicago. Now at the plate, Brian Velez. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Velez is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Gregory.
Into the box now, Johnny Gregory. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box, Jonas Hernandez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's it.
2 out, nobody on. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last
That's
night.
exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
At the plate now, Max Stassi. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Stassi is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield. Controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2 out with the man at first. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here's the 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Back now with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning. First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicolas Castellanos. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Cue shot here out towards short. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. Now the 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in here and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
To the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Buckner begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. None out, runners at first and second. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 right to him. A tag for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
So striding in, Sammy Sosa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 50th pitch of the game on its way.
Count 1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
A ball and a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Swing and a liner. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry, and no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Now batting.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, Sito Suzuki. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. A high fastball is in there. Bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Grounded slowly to the left side. Fielded cleanly, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
The catcher,
Striding
9.
in once again, Jimmy Grimes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1.
I got 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 3-1. Softly hit to the left side. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front, 4-0.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Entering the day, they rank among the best teams in the league in stolen bases. A lot of teams these days rely more on big swings of the bat to generate offense. But when I asked a member of the coaching staff about their approach on the bases, he told me they're simply playing into their strengths. He said they have a lot of really athletic guys, so it would be misguided to not be aggressive and force the other guys to prove they can stop them. Something to keep an eye on as this one moves forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here comes the first pitch.
4-1, no strike.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Batting 9. The pitcher, John Bull.
So now to the plate, Sean Bull, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1. Hit out towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Charles Bergman is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Three and 0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
First and second here with nobody out. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box now, J.J. Dean, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ripped down the line. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. From the stretch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Embry takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The right fielder, number 12, Armando Dominguez.
Digging in, Armando Dominguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 delivery. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Dominguez, a native of the Dominican Republic, has played well this season, and he's received a good amount of support in all-star balloting as a result. He's third among right fielders coming into today, so we'll wait and see if he ends. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit-by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Velez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
High in the air into shallow left center. Castellanos is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Marlins leave all 3. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. As a team, they're hitting over 500 with runners in scoring position, something that is way easier said than done. So undeniably, that's been a huge factor in this game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So in now for Chicago, Chet Steadman. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Steadman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, that's down.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Nicholas Horner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1.
Four runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and a strike. Fastball well outside. On its way is pitch number 75. Hit the other way out toward right field. Dominguez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, Johnny Gregory, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
1-1.
In the air now, out to right field. Sosa is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batter, the third baseman, Jonas Hernandez.
At the plate, Jonas Hernandez. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
At the plate now, Max Stassi. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry. Now here it comes.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 0-1 delivery. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Ready now, Ryan Buckner. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So coming to the plate, Sammy Sosa, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard to third. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Anthony Driscoll takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Into the box, Sito Suzuki. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Drilled to the left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
To the plate now, Ben Zobrist. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate, Jimmy Grimes, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Marlins offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's Chris Owings now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
The 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now
so another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Paul Walsh will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Walsh has swung his way to over 1,500 career base hits. Hard ground ball to third. There to play it is Zobrist, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 35, Charles Bergman.
Into the box now, Charles Bergman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
1 ball, no strikes to count. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And the pitch.
That's Bolton.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1. Fouled away. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Full count still. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Now batting, J.J. Dean. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Diego Ponce will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Diego Ponce.
Striding in, Chet Steadman.
The pitcher, Chet Steadman.
And the pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Settling in now, Nicholas Horner. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, number 12, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. One out and a runner on second base. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is a slider down in the zone for a swinging strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch.
Ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Too high, and it's 3-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
From the belt, the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping up to the plate, Armando Dominguez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Splitter taken here, 2-1. And it's fouled away. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Standing in now, Brian Velez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate now, Johnny Gregory. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Scorched to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Line toward right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. Long throw to third.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
To the plate now, Max Stassi. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Second and third, 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Marlins strand a pair. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Alexis Lima is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Alexis Lima.
7th inning ready to roll, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Sammy Sosa.
The right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Hernandez will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 24, Sito Suzuki.
Digging in and looking for more, Sito Suzuki. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0. This is pulled into right. Dominguez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Chris Owings.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's out, 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Alexis Lima.
Stephen Wright will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Stephen Wright.
Fouled off. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Charles Bergman. First offering on its way. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Here comes the 0-1. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, D-Row, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. There was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Julio Teheran is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Adam Greenberg will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 19. Adam
Digging in, J.J. Dean, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The right fielder, number 12, Armando Dominguez.
So striding forward now, Armando Dominguez, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
From the stretch. Fouled away. Line, that's a base hit into left field. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Too low, 1-0.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be. Not even close.
Two out, bases loaded. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Teheran sets. Here's the pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Marlins leave all 3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ramon Escobar has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 8, Ramon Escobar.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Jimmy Grimes. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate, Adam Greenberg, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. That average for him up in the 360s now. No home runs as of yet, and a pair of RBIs. Now the 1-0. Misses off the plate. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nicholas Horner. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
At the ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Bergman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Johnny Gregory, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball that goes upstairs.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Jonas Hernandez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Nobody out, runner on first. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Stepping in now, Max Stassi, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Into the box now, Chris Owings, as he hits one on a line to left field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Anthony Rizzo will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Anthony Rizzo.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is high and outside for a ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Working on hanging another 0, the pitch.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Diego Barrera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Diego Barrera.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
Castellanos.
Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Barrera has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number two.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fastball well outside. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Three and two now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Another full count pitch home. Lofted in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luke Little will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the third spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Jason Kipnis is into the ball game as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Charles Bergman. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Greenberg is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, J.J. Dean.
Stepping up now, J.J. Dean. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just missed above the zone. That evens it up 1-1. Two and one. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 12, Armando Dominguez.
Digging in once again, Armando Dominguez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball 3.
Brian Velez would be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit hard to third. Zobrist is there. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-0 the final score today. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chet Steadman earns win number 4 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.